You do not have permission to open or modify this file. Contact the server admin to obtain permission. Friendly reminder to lock folders when you are done with them. This has been a standard company procedure since the dawn of the project. We are not allowed to leave the project assets as public access. Yes, even if you're in the office, especially if you're teleworking. We all look at the same intellectual property do's and don'ts training people many times. I don't know how many times I have to keep sending and leaving these reminders, but I'm getting sick of it. Next person I find leaving a working folder signed out after hours, I'm sicking the bear on you. Last warning, if someone gets mauled, Hank. Thanks, Hank. Ooh. Okay, so I assume we're here. This is Sony. We have Mystery Place. And... no, wait. Maybe this is Sony. Mystery Place is actually the web world main hub. This would be... where you spawn if you were doing this minigame. And this, maybe a fishing minigame of sorts. Daily Digest, 30th September 1996. Anti KLAC riots continue. Tension grows as CEO stalls. KinitoPET Leisure Entertainment Company continues to sit in the hot seat of scrutiny as the release date of their latest entry of their product line, KinitoPET, approaches. All the while, their legal battles lie in the water. The parent company of the highly anticipated AI desktop assistant has attracted a lot of attention in recent months, following a series of unfortunate events. Gross misconduct, conspiracies, and scandals plague the company's flagship project, and the public has had enough. Outside swatches of people can be seen gathering daily in the front of KLAC headquarters, protesting the continued development of KinitoPET and the freedom of its lead, Sonny Chamberlain. When questioned about the crowds, he only had this to say: "To simple minds, there is no greater sorcery than science." Artificial intelligence, science, future of science fiction. Experts cast doubt on KLAC's claims to have created sentient AI. In an exclusive interview, Dr. Albert Haas heavily chastises that there is exactly zero chance that Dr. Sonny Chamberlain has invented his own artificial intelligence. None. It simply isn't possible with today's technology. Later on, he adds, minds are complex. We don't even fully understand our own brain works enough to model something even fractions similar. If he if he is his if he says his work was legit or something along those lines, he'll have something. He'll have come forth with a paper now for peer review by now. Instead, he's being all hush-hush about it. Just doesn't sit right. Obituaries. Finley Reed Walker. April 5th, 1958 to September 23, 1996. Finley Reed Walker, 38, was a model family man loved by many. He was known as Papa Walker by even his neighbors due to his protective nature. He was not the one to tolerate injustice, and was active in his neighborhood alongside his wife and 2 children. His sudden passing will forever leave a hole in this community. Jane Cooper, January 16, 1925 to September 26, 1996. June Angle Cooper, 71, passed in her home surrounded by friends and family. She was said to have lived a happy and prosperous life as a teacher in her prime and a bus driver in her later years. She leaves behind her son, Pierre Cooper, who now has created a fund in her name. May she and her late husband find peace together. KinitoPET Project Annual Budget Report 1992. Income Revenue Total. Collect Funding 10,000. Corporation/Foundation Grants 5,000. Total Revenue 55,000. Expenses. Salaries. Total allotted total 25,358. Total expenses 25,808. Professional fees/contracted services 13,358. 11,435. Supplies 10,407. 10,307. Accounting fees 1,732. 1,532. Energy 808. 1,008. Printing of publications 2,784. 2,584. Insurances 553. 653. Legal fees 1,715. 1,500. Total expenses 55,000. 54,827. KinitoPET Annual Budget Report 1994. Income Revenue Total. Collect Funding 56,200. Corporation Foundation Grants 12,450. Donations. Who's donating to these people? Or maybe they're donating to other people. Oops. Maybe I read that wrong. No, that's the income. So who's donating? Who's donating to this company? Anyway, 25,376. Total revenue 94,026. Expenses, salaries 56,879. 73,272. Professional fees, contracted services 17,791. 7,738. Supplies 55,181. 31,122. Accounting fees 30. Why do I keep breaking numbers into like 2? That's not how numbers work. Smiles. $3,928. 2,069. Nice. Energy 3,196. 22,604. Printing and publications 2,660. 2,234. Insurance 2,134. 5,009. Legal fees 2,257. 6,178. Total expenses 94,026. 15. No, 150,000. 226. Okay, last KinitoPET project annual budget report. Click funding 120,000. Okay. And again, donations. Who's donating to you? Actually, what? Whoops. Yeah, there were no donations in 1992. I assume something happened in 1993 that we don't have access to. And suddenly in 1994 there is donations. But going back to 1996. Total revenue 135,670. Expenses, salaries 50,403. 42,529. Professional fees, contracted services 25,034. 7,716. Supplies 12,1100. Yes. 116. $82,989. Accounting fees 3,718. 2,310. Energy 18,272. 33,179. Printing and publications 12,007. 2,415. Insurance 7,019. 7,464. Legal fees 7,101. 7,884. Total expenses 135,670. 150,226. Accountant notes. Okay, so I assume this is month, day, year. I assume this person is British. So it would be the 25th of the 9th, 1992. So like at the beginning of the project, basically. This had been a terrific start to a terrific project. Mr. Chamberlain is quiet, but ambitious. He has quite the dream for his project and this team at large. It's been a pleasure working within this division, and based on what I've seen, I know it will flourish under Mr. Chamberlain's leadership. Finley Walker. Okay, now we're like a day after, but 2 years later, so the 26th of the 9th, 1994. I'm not sure if I know the man that walks into the project lead office anymore. So much has changed since the start of this project, and I'm not sure what I can do. It's been a gradual shift, but ever since his altercations with my mentor, I felt trapped. There's been so many incidents, though most have gone unreported. If I dare leave or speak up about what's going on, I can only hope that the KLEC quits mucking around and does something about this. Finley Walker. And now we're in the 23rd of the 9th, 1996. I have seen things that have made me realize have been a cog in the machine of great misery, far beyond all that which I have thought I'd ever known. There is no hope in the horizon. KLEC has been in on Sony's crimes and choose to fund them, buying out the law and sweeping everything under the rug for years now. I can't do this anymore. The things I've excused, the people I've hurt by just standing idly by. I don't know if this was meant to be scrollable, but I cannot scroll. But like, if it's not meant to be scrollable and this is all, it's kinda sus that like he doesn't even sign off this time. Huh. Food for thought. What's this? Sonny Chamberlain. So Sonny Chamberlain is at the very top as a project lead, of course. On this side we have the software developers. We have Sharna Davis, programmer. Well, they're all programmers, okay. Natalie Rivera, Jackson Hiley, and Levi Marilla. Then we have financials. Finley Walker, accountant manager, the guy we read the notes of before. Marcus James, Assistant Accountant Manager. Alright. Legal, Larry Bucket, Contact Manager. Graphic Design. Hold on, this is very tiny. Clone? I'm sorry. If there is an I there, I cannot say it because it's like very tiny pixels. Maybe later I will zoom in and see what the name actually is. Let's assume it's Cleon Haster, artist. Chasely Reed, artist. Elizabeth Briods, artist. Okay, now we're to 1994, 2 years later. Ooh. Alright. Sonny Chamberlain at the top, as always. Software developers, all programmers. Shana Davids, Natalie Rivera, Christopher Hasling, Athalie Bell, Jackson Hiley, Hank Finch. Financials. Finley Walker, Accountant Manager. The other guy is gone. Creepy. Legal, Larry Pocket. Contract Manager, Jacob Weiss. Defense Attorney. Sorry, my nose is kind of stuffy. Graphic Design, Cleon the Hamster Artist. Chelsea Reed Artist and Elizabeth Balodis Artist. And now 2 years later, in 1996. Sonny Chamberlain again at the very toppy top. Software development. All programmers again. It's only Natalie Rivera, Christopher Hanstein, and Hank Finch. Financials is Finley Walker. That's an account manager. Again, left alone. Legal has expanded with Kate Owen, contract manager, Jacob Weiss, defense attorney, Andrea Wolf, defense attorney, Nellie Walker, defense attorney. So many defense attorneys, geez. I mean, they probably have like a bajillion lawsuits. Graphic design, only 2 artists. Cleona Hanser and Elizabeth Balodis. I wonder what happened to the rest. United Collections, P.O. Box, redacted, telephone, redacted, our ref, redacted, 26th of April 1995, Mr. Sonny Chamberlain, ref or client, Touch Technologies, account number, redacted, balance, redacted, arrears, this is the first time I say this word, sorry, redacted. We understand that you are having some difficulties in repaying your debt to your client, Touch Technologies, and it's like ever so slightly highlighted, I think, or maybe it's just my eyes. As a result, our client is prepared to accept a reduced payment for the next 6 months. If you make the following minimum monthly payment, you will avoid legal action and not be charged further costs by our client associated with the recovery of this debt. However, this excludes those charges that form part of our client's banking tariff, such as interest, for example. Minimum monthly payment required, $11,673. The minimum monthly payment is based on the total outstanding balance of the accounts listed above, as advised by your client at the time of writing, and will be accepted provided you have not increased the debt further. To confirm this special arrangement, you must call us on Redacted within 10 days of the date of this letter. Yours sincerely, United Collections. Please note that our telephone lines are open Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturdays at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Highly suit fax. Okay. The Redacted Court of the County of Redacted in the State of Redacted. I don't know why I find that funny. Jackson Hiley, plaintiff. Case number 794536. Okay. Jackson Hiley, plaintiff. Kinito Leisure and Entertainment Company, KLEC, defendant. Plaintiff Jackson Hiley brings forth the following causes of action and alleges the following. 1. Plaintiff is an individual and resident of Redacted. Defendant is a legally defined business entity formed under the laws of State of Redacted and located at Redacted. Around the midday of February 25th, 1994, Mr. Sonny Chamberlain has witnessed engaging in workplace violence via intimidation towards Redacted. When confronted about this by your client, Mr. Jackson Hiley, Mr. Chamberlain became even more irate, opting to initiate a physical altercation with Mr. Hiley by grabbing him by the throat and constricting his airways. Jesus, okay. It took 3 other employees before Chamberlain was made to release Mr. Hiley, who had feared for his life. Mr. Hiley still bears the markings of that assault to this very day. Our client is demanding compensation for medical treatment in the amount of $25,000. I would too. Okay, this is the same. Blah blah blah. Case number 679235. Complaint. Marcus Jens, plaintiff. Kinito Leisure and Entertainment Company, KLEC, defendant. Plaintiff Marcus Jens brings forth the following causes of action and alleges the following. Plaintiff is an individual resident of Redacted. 2. Defendant is legally defined by this entity formed under the laws State of Redacted and Redacted. During a verbal dispute with plaintiff Marcus Jens on the evening of December 20th, 1993, one Mr. Sonny Chamberlain, who spearheads the Kinito Leisure and Entertainment Company, KinitoPET division, suddenly assaulted Mr. James, who was unarmed and attempting to defuse the situation. Mr. James recalls being picked up, shaken, and thrown through the table in Mr. Chamberlain's own office. Redacted County Police investigation of damages to the suit, as well as Mr. James' own injuries and hospital admission, confirms this violent attack. Although the witnesses have recounted the version of events, of course. Mr. James is pursuing financial compensation from KLEC to cover the expenses, physical and mental injuries, as well as formal police did from Mr. Chamberlain. You're not getting that, okay? No, this is an audio.
Okay, Today's date is April 12th, 1995. The time is currently 6:43 p.m. This is Officer Marie Foster reporting, badge number 223. Now, sir, can you please state your name for the recording? Sir?
Sonny Chamberlain.
Thank you. Now, can you please confirm that you're speaking to me voluntarily?
I don't know, am I?
Sir, while I understand the circumstances aren't ideal, the quicker you cooperate, the quicker we can get this done.
Fine. Yes, I am speaking to you voluntarily.
Thank you. Now, I'd like to begin with what you know about the recent disappearances. The 2 young men and the 1 young woman.
A tragic story. Never should have happened, etc., etc.
Right. And are you aware that you are a prime suspect for these disappearances right now?
Unfortunately. But who am I to blame the ignorant for wanting to point their fingers at the big, scary scientist?
These are serious accusations, Mr. Chamberlain. And if you had the answers for your detractors, they just might reconsider their stance. If you would just have a modicum of respect for them.
Respect?
Yes. For the...
Now why would I ever offer respect to those slandering my name? What good does it serve me? I've been working my ass off for the past 10 years just to be met with nothing but spite.
You are behaving way out of line. And if you continue down this path, you will not like the consequences.
What are you, my mother? Listen to me very carefully. You have nothing on me. And even if you did have something, you'll come to see it will mean very little in the end. I have the power to make all of this go away, and your time here a waste.
Are you threatening me, Mr. Chamberlain? On a recorded line, no less. I can't believe...
This recording will not see the light of day. That I can assure you.
Hey! Get back here!
I think we're done here.
Want me to go get him?
No, he's not under arrest.
What? That guy? Why the hell not?
Because he's right. This department has become a puppet show, Price. And KLEC has been playing it for years. Something's going on, and I think we're on the right track, but... Shit, it's still recording.
I wonder. Yeah, I was wondering if maybe I fuck around with the buttons, something might happen. Yeah, we already see this. Main floor plans. Floor 1. We have like all of this. Take your time. Man, they have 3 monitors. This is so epic gamer moment. And this is the floor 2. Oh, this is 4. God damn it. Floor SIL. Okay. You too. Yeah, I just wonder what that did. Well, I think that's all we can get from the game. We found the map, I think. The glitchy file surely means something. Surely it activated something. But I don't know what. So if you do know, just leave me a hint or just straight up tell me down below. And if your intrigued voyager points at you, hello. Anyway. That's all I could do for this one. And there's a third one coming, so I'm excited for that.